compromise. In terms of follow-through, you've got 2 very high S people to keep people focused on follow-through and concluding. And you've also got all 3 with a C, so they are likely to be a good team for follow-through. Emotional focus of the team, you've only got 1 high I member outside of Todd, and so we've got the low I's that are going to bring the unemotional focus back. So in actual fact, A and D were the answers for the areas of challenge. So well done, everyone. Let's move along and learn a little bit more about team collaboration. So this time we're back with Todd and his team. And this time Todd wants his team to brainstorm some highly creative ideas and come up with some new products and competitive offerings. What communication technique would work best for his team? We know the team members, Ryan, Jennifer, and Brett. Have a look at the profiles, and this time you're answering only 1 question, A, B, or C. So I'm going to give you about a minute to get familiar with the answers, and then we'll open up the poll. Okay, let's open the poll now, and you folks can cast your vote. Okay, 3 more seconds, and we're going to close the poll. So let's see how we did on this question. Excellent. All these techniques could work. The very best answer is B, which most of you have come up with, and C can follow a close second. In terms of A, I can see why people may have answered A, because when we're doing brainstorming, we do want to have a broad outline. But if you're dealing with high C team members, and maybe we'll just pop back and have a look at the team again. We've got 3 high C team members, and so it's going to throw them into their worst fears of conflict and chaos if they don't know exactly what is happening. With those team members with the high C, and especially the ones with the C and the S, these are internalizers. They're not externalizers, and so they like to sit and soak and think about things. And so it's imperative that the leader, and in Todd we've got someone who can fly by the seat of their pants, but if Todd wants to get the best out of them, it's going to be really important to give them time to soak. Ask them to jot ideas down. Come with some questions to stimulate discussion, because these are also people who may not all want to initiate conversation. C is not a bad answer. The only thing about C is, if it's such a detailed plan with pre-work, it may crush creativity. Now, if we were wanting to come up with a new process or system, C would be a fabulous answer. But in terms of creativity, it may just be a little too stifling. But both of those, B and C, could work, with B being the best one. Okay, in wrapping up, we've got a reminder about team role factors and what those are all about. You will know that we have launched a new team report. It's a lot more cost effective. Just a quick reminder for you, PPA is my behavioral style in terms of me as an individual. Team role factors are the ideal roles I can play on a team to optimize on my profile. Team role factors become very important when we're collaborating, and if we look at the next slide, we've just got some short descriptions of the role factors. To remember the 9 role factors that relate to the Graph 3 shape, remember the acronym MASS PANIC. So motivator, analyzer, supporter, specializer, pioneer. Oh, I've got analyzer twice, guys. That's my really low C, just to make an excuse. I need anchor in there, so I'll change that one up on the slides before we post them. Networker, innovator, concluder. So remember, these are the natural roles an individual will play based on their profile. And we're going to move to a poll question which is a little bit more difficult in terms of giving you the team members, the same team members, but giving their role factor strengths. Now, the Thomas report will give strengths, mid-zones, and also limitations. In this question, you've got the question at the bottom of the screen, and you've got the responsibilities at the top of the screen. In this case, it's not a poll question. It's more of a question for you to determine the answer. But basically, what Todd wants is 2 people working on each of these responsibilities. And so based on their profiles, you are going to match which 2 people should be on A, which 2 people should be on B, and which 2 people should be on C. I'm going to give you about 1.5 minutes to do this, work out the puzzle, and then I'll give you the answers. Okay, let's take this question up, and if you haven't had enough time to think this through thoroughly, maybe you want to write the answers down and then you can kind of mull over it a little more later. The responsibility A, to run focus groups of sales and service teams to stimulate innovative ideas. Ryan is an obvious choice because he's in charge of service and he's likely to document and listen with a very supportive style. And then combining him with Brett, who's in sales and who can motivate, energize, and excite, would be a very good way of building some complementary collaborative energies. For responsibility B, it's Ryan and Jennifer. They've got to analyze the heck out of things and come up with a very accurate comparison. And someone like Brett could get sidetracked with his high eye and wanting to talk and communicate. So Ryan and Jennifer would be just great on B. You can see they have strengths as specializers, analyzers, supporters, and